when we have tried lots.
I didn't know about Pulau Bunting and its existence. But actually, is there a lot of success stories about this?
I don't know, but Google reviews.
Wait, how do you even know about this Pulau Bunting?
My partner.
So she made her own research and all. Oh wow.
So we went.
Because you have relatives in Malaysia, so I thought maybe like they're telling her, hey, we always go Pulau Bunting, like that's why I get 5-6 like kids, like no.
I mean, I won't say we were out of options, but hey, you know what?
Whatever,
whatever,
sometimes when you're desperate, you can't really think straight. You know what? Just go for it. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it's like to an extent, right? I didn't really put like a lot of thought into it. I said, okay, let's go. We've tried. We tried and we kind of exhausted almost every option.
Ask how much do you actually spend? Wait, you tried for a decade, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
So how much do you actually spend in total? Like rough estimation.
Definitely more than $300.
$300, 300,000.
Yeah. So, but the thing is like there are government grants out there or stuff, But we tried through government. We even tried the private route.
Oh, that's expensive. Yeah.
So it's like we tried the government grant, we tried and we actually went to private, and actually, being in real estate, right? Because we have clients, I have clients or stuff, they actually shared with me. So I went to private doctors or stuff. And these doctors are all recognized in Singapore. And they have like a high success rate kind of thing. Yeah, it's just that we are unlucky. I mean, my partner got pregnant, but it's just that we went miscarriage.
You can't hold it.
Yeah. So we just thought that, after a while, we thought, you know what? It's good. In a way, is that when we go holiday, we enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, I miss that.
Instead of like, oh, the kids are crying or stuff, but we are enjoying.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a pros and cons kind of thing. Yeah, I feel.
I have to say, like, I mean, I know you when you're married.
Yeah.
Lovely. She's very lovely.
Yeah.
And I remember that the two of you actually really, like, when you guys take care of my kids, like it's just so nice, like seeing like you guys with the kids. And I always thought like, they're such nice people and they're such nice parents, like whoever this baby is gonna be like. And I have this thought all the time with a lot of my friends who have problem with fertility. And I remember it got me thinking of how, I mean, we only struggle for 2 years. It's short compared to some of the people that, but I remember like after the first year, we actually went to the doctor. And I went to the doctor, I was like, you know what? I want to look, I want to get pregnant and it's hard. And the doctor said to me like, oh, you're so young. You should just try first. Wait for another 1 year. Like they always tell us that. I'm like, no. We already have a new plan. I want to get pregnant now. Find out what's wrong with me. I want to know now rather than later. So we went and then found out that I have polycystic ovary syndrome. So in short, it's PCOS. So basically PCOS, what happened is there's like these small tiny polyps around your fallopian tube. So it makes it harder for basically the egg to actually pass through.
Yeah.
So this means that my menses are irregular. So means that it's hard to actually dictate when is my fertile window.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, so I remember when we found out about it, I was so distraught. I cried and I was like, oh, I know something's wrong with me. Like I knew it. And then I turned to my husband for a while and I was like, how do you feel about it? Because we've been getting a lot of like negative tests and I'm heartbroken. But as a man, how do you feel about it?
Like I say, there's one of the parties have to be stronger. Yeah, we can't just like, oh, this is your fault. We can't pin it down on your partner kind of thing. So as a guy, we are there. Tak apalah, it's fine.
But deep inside,
deep inside, we do not have like a outlet to like.
Yeah,
we can't tell them. We can't talk to them. This topic, right? It's going to be very touchy. Also, it's like if we were to talk to them, we don't know how they're gonna impact or how they're gonna react.
Yeah. Because
So,
we are emotional also at that time.
So we are already in that emotional state.
But do you feel like you're less of a man? Because I feel like I'm less of a woman when I get negative results. But how about
I didn't feel like less of a man. It's just that I felt that I don't know how to help. Like, or rather, I do not know how to approach the matter without damping your partner even bringing them worse to a different level. Bring them even further down. Kind of thing. So we just kept quiet. It's like, tak apalah. You just say, oh, it's fine. Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. It's the thing that it's fine. We'll get through it. But when especially during my time when I was going through like the IVF or stuff, it really hurts me, right, to see that my partner had to do the injection.
Yeah.
It's really painful.
It's really taxing, and it changes your hormonal. It really screws up your hormonal.
You know me that I had peritoneal embolism, right? So I have to do the injection also. But mine was not the kind of for the IVF, but it's more of like for the blood thinning.
Yeah.
So I had to do the same kind of thing, and it actually changed my body. The injection actually changed my body.
Of course.
So it makes my skin toughen up, harder. Thing. So I can totally relate, right, how painful it was for my partners, because even I can't take the injections. Yeah, I was taking the injection for years, and knowing that she took it for a few weeks, it's really painful for me to see it. Yeah. So I felt that, I do not know how to approach her.
Yeah.
Without telling you, it's going to be for the better kind of thing. But we do not know whether it's going to be for the better or not.
Yeah. I think one of the things that you can never ever plan for is having kids. A lot of people thought like, how you have to like have money first, then you're gonna have kids. I can tell you, even if you have money, if the time is not right for you to have kids, time is not right for you to have kids. I only know about the power of timing once I have kids, which is ironic, I know, but like that's why like sometimes when I want to tell people, you know what, the time will come.
Yeah.
Like that honestly, right? I don't know how to explain it to you to people in a way. As somebody who has struggled and then now have kids, I can really tell you, right, there's a reason why it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But the time will come.
Time will come. No, definitely, I feel that time will come.
But the thing is, when I'm struggling, people say that to me, I'm just like, shut the like, because like that's not what I want to hear. I want a kid now, like, you know.
I've heard stories, people are married after 14 years, 15 years, and they have their first kid. I'm really happy. But how I was last time, the envy kind of thing. But right now, anyone who has kids, I'm actually very happy for them. To me, is rizki.
Yeah. It's people's blessings.
It's people's blessing. Yes, right. It's people's blessing. So I'm blessed in a different way.
Yeah. I think it's just like success in career, right? I mean, your time will come. And somehow like once it's there, you sort of feel like, it has to come now. There's a reason why it has to come now. It's the same, like I always feel like everybody, like in terms of having kids, maybe you won't have kids in this life because I believe in afterlife. So you may have a beautiful kid that's waiting for you in afterlife. But I always feel like if it's meant for you, the time will come. And when the time will come, it makes sense. And not just that. And that kid is going to be so perfect for you that you're going to go like, it's worth the wait. Like, I have friends who tried for like a decade, right? Don't have kids. And I share with her all the time about this. And I told her, you know what? When you have kids, it's going to be the most precious, the most beautiful kid. And I'm like, her daughter is like one of I'm a biggest fan of her daughter because she's so smart, she's so articulated, she's so pretty, and it fits with the couple, and I'm like, I'm so happy for them. And I told her all the time, look, she's special, it makes sense now. And she's like, yeah, it actually makes sense. But it's those things about I can only tell you once you have it.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Because the thing is, like, we are human beings.
Yeah.
Like you say, that point of time, I could not relate. It's like you make plans to be successful. You make plans. but you can't be successful tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is the journey, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you
So
still
it's
have
the same
to
thing.
try. You still
Yeah,
have to
you still have
put
to
an
put in
effort.
Yes, precisely.
That's right.
You have to put in. You can't plan and then be successful the next day or in a
Yes,
year down the road. Or
exactly.
anything.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I feel that having kids, it is, yes, definitely you plan, but you still have to put in the effort, I feel.
I remember last time when I first got married, my dad asked me like, hey, when you want to have kids? And I said, oh, we want to wait for 5 years. And he was like, why? And I said, oh, I want to make sure like we're financially stable, we have a house. And he's like, I can tell you right now, no such thing. You can be as financially ready, so it may not happen. If God want to give you, God want to give you. And I don't believe it until like I got pregnant. Like I remembered after that we started trying like for 2 years. We didn't get it. But then now I look back, right? During that 2 years, we were renting houses. And me and my husband and I, we both of us don't have a permanent job. Like, because we were freelancing about. And at that time, we didn't get much job also in between. So it doesn't make sense. But I only got pregnant once I found a full-time job that's like stable. And we finally found like a place that can fit like, a baby, like with a living room and stuff instead of like renting just a room. Then I was like, oh, this makes sense now. Like, because now somehow we have money to buy strollers and stuff. Like, and because after that, right, then we realized, holy, it is a lot of money. This is just to prepare for the baby.
Yeah.
It's not even like after the baby's born kind of budget, no. Like, and it's already costly.
This is like the pre-costing kind of thing before.
It's costly. So I remember like it somehow like, it makes sense. I'm in a better place and everything else. And I remember I have PCOS, right? And I was not the most active after I got married. I think because I was just too busy and I got lazy and I got depressed. But just because I was working full time in the artistic department, so I have to dance and be active all the time. And that's when I realized, I think my body somehow regulate, like because my metabolism somehow increases because I was very active. And I think that's what helps me,
During our IVF, right, is that the first time we tried, it didn't go, it wasn't successful. But following time, we had vitamins. We took like what's it called? I forgot. But we took a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Legal stuff. Legal stuff.
What's it called that? Some seed, I forgot what is it.
Fenugreek seed? I don't know.
I don't know. It's
I don't know.
we had. I know that there's some part of like there's chia seeds like.
to
It
help
helps
all
you
this.
to regulate kind of
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and I remember I was eating like 7 or 12 pills a day. These are all vitamins, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Because at one time, 10 years ago, I am actually way bigger.
Oh yes.
So I wasn't at the healthiest. I'm not the healthiest person. I'm not the fit person. I was big, fat, fluffy. So yeah.
He was fluffy.
So yeah, I felt that also when we improve in health, that we had a slightly higher success rate.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's not just about like trying it out. You have to also like work on yourself, like your mind and everything.
And I
like,
felt that, when you are more relaxed and you are at like a better place kind of thing, the chances are actually higher.
yes, of course. Well, I'm going to actually stop right here because the next 2 topics we are going to talk about after we have kids, what's happening, and also about adoption or about some people who don't even want to have kids and why.
Yeah.
So stick around at Surviving the Ordinary with Ateeqah,
And Azhar.
and we'll see you on the next one.